How do you recommend that we follow up on lost revenue, lost clients, things like that?
Well, there's no one way for sure. In that, like, I can't say, well, everybody should do this specific action or task. It doesn't work that way. However, we should have a process or a procedure that runs kind of on autopilot, meaning a person is dedicated to doing this. So a procedure would be who, what, when, where, why, and how. I would have a procedure for these things so that part of, if you have a customer service representative who has an extra half an hour a day who doesn't have that time filled, that would be a great person to be making outbound phone calls. Hey, we were out to your house 14 days ago. You said you want to think about it. We're just calling to check and see if you're ready to make a decision. Whatever it is that works in your industry and for your company is fine as long as it's consistent, as long as it's a procedure that we are following and the person who's doing it knows they're supposed to be doing it. They know why it matters. They know how to go about it. They're tracking it. We have KPIs. We have objectives. We have all these measurable things. And we have reporting that says we're doing it. I made 50 calls this week. I got 3 yeses. I made 27 calls. I got no yeses. Some kind of reporting. So it's the same as any other procedure. We develop it, put it in place, make sure it happens, improve it where necessary, all those kinds of things. But generally, this is one of those things where we start out and we do really great for 2 weeks, and then, 6 months later, and it's just gone because we haven't identified the who is going to do it, why it matters, how specifically they're going to go about it, and what the reporting mechanism is.
Okay, so the follow-up is the key.
Yeah, like the follow up to the follow up,
Yeah.
almost like
Right.
like our CSR Jane is going to do this every Tuesday, or as she has time throughout the week, she just has to make these 65 calls every Friday at 5 o'clock before Jane goes home. This report needs to go out, and somebody Monday morning, for example, would need to read that, or it's due Monday morning at 9 a.m. and somebody would need to read it and follow up. If we didn't do it like we said we would, now what?